Sam Altman is the visionary who co-founded OpenAI, an organization driven by the bold mission to ensure that artificial general intelligence, AGI, benefits all of humanity. Given his role and the meteoric rise of OpenAI, you'd expect him to be swimming in the billions, right? After all, we've seen it with the likes of Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates, all founders who own substantial stakes in their companies. But here's the twist. Sam Altman owns 0 shares in OpenAI. Yes, you heard that right. The man behind one of the most successful tech startups of our time doesn't hold a single share of the organization. So, how does that even happen? Did he donate his fortune to charity? Or is there something deeper at play? Before we dive into the how and why, let's rewind and look at the early life of Sam Altman, the man who was destined to shake up the world of technology long before OpenAI was even a thought. At just 8 years old, Sam Altman got his hands on a Macintosh Classic. This wasn't just any gift, it became a portal to his future. Instantly hooked, Sam spent countless hours in his basement, learning to program, building websites, and developing software. For a kid from St. Louis, Missouri, the Mac was his lifeline to a world of endless possibilities. Sam's curiosity and drive didn't stop there. By the time he was 12, he was already running his first business, selling baseball cards online. His entrepreneurial spirit was clear from a young age, and his brilliance continued to shine as he attended John Burroughs School, a prestigious private school in St. Louis, where he stood out as a top student. Even as a child, Sam was ahead of the curve. He understood the system behind area codes while still in nursery school and could disassemble a Mac as easily as most kids took apart toys. This early mastery of technology set the stage for everything to come, laying the groundwork for the innovations that would eventually shape the world. While excelling in academics, Sam Altman realized early on that he was unique in more ways than one. He wasn't into girls, and by the time he was a teenager, he understood that he was gay. Growing up gay in the Midwest in the early 2000s wasn't easy. But for Sam, discovering AOL chat rooms became a lifeline, offering him a connection to others like him in ways his immediate environment couldn't. At 16, Sam came out to his parents. His mother, surprised, said she had always thought of him as unisexual and techie. But Sam's journey wasn't just about his private life. A pivotal moment came when a Christian group at his school boycotted an assembly opposing homosexuality. In response, Sam took a bold step. He publicly came out, addressing the entire school. He stood before his peers and asked a powerful question. Did they want their school to be a repressive institution, or one that embraced openness and diverse ideas? That moment changed everything. Sam's courage opened the door for others to be themselves, and it transformed the culture of the school. It was as if someone had unlocked a box filled with different kids, allowing them to finally step into the world, free to be who they were. He eventually made his way to Stanford University, where he studied computer science for 2 years. But like many tech pioneers before him, he didn't stay long. Along with 2 classmates, Sam dropped out to focus full-time on Looped, a mobile app designed to let your friends know where you were, something that might sound odd today, but at the time was revolutionary. Looped landed in the very first batch of Y Combinator, partly because Sam had already proven he could lead, even as a young entrepreneur. Altman was known for his commanding presence, a quick smile, but also a swift temper. His drive was so intense that during the early Y Combinator days, he worked himself to the point of developing scurvy. His determination paid off, securing meetings with mobile carriers and getting Looped featured, ultimately reaching a valuation of $175 million. But despite its potential, Looped never really took off with consumers, and in 2012, Looped was sold for $45 million. A disappointingly low outcome, especially for the investors who had backed it with high hopes. And with the company's downfall came the end of Sam's 9-year relationship with Nick Sevo, his co-founder and longtime romantic partner. What began as a shared dream and deep love dissolved along with the company's fate, leaving Sam to grapple with both professional and personal heartbreak. After Looped, Sam Altman pivoted to venture capitalism, founding Hydrazine Capital with $21 million in funds, including a notable investment from Peter Thiel, former PayPal CEO. Sam had a knack for spotting promising startups amid the chaos. His secret? He looked for companies with a mix of raw potential and inherent flaws, believing that the right guidance could turn these rough gems into stars. His investment strategy was clear: find the best ideas, even if they were a bit messy, and back them with both money and mentorship. This formula led him to invest in standout companies like Airbnb, Stripe, Reddit, Asana, and Pinterest. Each of these startups showed not only the potential for significant impact, but also a unique edge that Sam was able to recognize and nurture. His ability to identify and support the next big thing made him a key player in the world of venture capital. In 2015, Sam Altman was already making waves in the tech world through his influential work at Y Combinator. It was during this time that he received an unexpected email from Elon Musk, the visionary behind SpaceX and Tesla. Musk was contemplating the enormous risks and potential of artificial intelligence and wanted to create a non-profit research organization dedicated to ensuring AI development remained safe and beneficial for humanity. Google then was perceived as a looming monopoly in the AI landscape, particularly with its acquisition of DeepMind. There was a growing concern among futurists that DeepMind, with its rapid advancements, might be on the verge of achieving artificial general intelligence, AGI. The fear was that if Google or DeepMind reached AGI first, they could monopolize the market and impose significant barriers to entry, potentially controlling and exploiting this transformative technology. This context made OpenAI's original non-profit model seem almost idealistic, if not necessary. If AGI was indeed just around the corner, creating a non-profit dedicated to democratizing access to this powerful technology could serve as a safeguard against a future where a single corporation dominated AI development. OpenAI aimed to ensure that the benefits of AGI would be shared widely and not restricted to the few who controlled it. In other words, OpenAI wasn't trying to outdo Google directly. Instead, they aimed to uncover and share the secrets of AI with the world before it could be locked away by powerful corporations. The goal was to prevent a scenario where a few tech giants would control and hoard AI's potential, using government control and societal disruption to keep it all to themselves. Sam Altman and Elon Musk quickly discovered they had a shared concern about the long-term impact of AI and a commitment to its responsible development. They were soon joined by other key figures in tech, like Greg Brockman, Ilya Sutskever, and top AI researchers. Together, they laid the groundwork for what would become OpenAI. When OpenAI was officially founded in December 2015, it marked a pivotal moment. The organization set out with a bold mission to make sure that artificial general intelligence, AGI, would benefit all of humanity, not just a select few. Under Sam Altman's leadership, OpenAI rapidly grew, drawing in top talent from the AI community. The focus wasn't just on pushing the boundaries of AI technology, but also on tackling the ethical and safety issues that came with it. Altman also spearheaded efforts to build partnerships with leading academic institutions and organizations worldwide. These collaborations were aimed at speeding up progress and fostering a global exchange of knowledge in AI. In 2018, OpenAI began publishing much of their work to promote transparency and contribute to a broader understanding of AI's impact on society. In the same year, OpenAI faced significant shakeup. Elon Musk, a key founding donor, had a falling out with the organization over its direction and management. He was concerned that OpenAI would fail and wanted total control to steer it in a different direction, even proposing that OpenAI merge with Tesla or become a for-profit entity under his control. Musk's exit was driven by these disagreements. A few days before Musk's departure, OpenAI released some of his old emails, revealing that he had suggested merging OpenAI with Tesla. According to Altman, the proposal was essentially for Tesla to acquire OpenAI and gain full control over it. OpenAI's leadership decided to stick with their original mission and not pursue Musk's vision, leading to his decision to leave. Interestingly, when Elon Musk resigned, he also reneged on his promise to provide $1 billion in funding, contributing only $100 million before stepping away. This left OpenAI with a financial gap as its large-scale AI projects, like the image generator DALL-E and the GPT text series, were generating hefty bills. To address this, OpenAI announced in 2019 that it was creating a new for-profit entity to sustain its research. What started as a non-profit with the goal of creating safe and beneficial AGI for everyone ended up shifting to a hybrid model to raise more money. In this new setup, Microsoft, which has invested over $13 billion, owns 49% of OpenAI. Other big investors like A16Z, Sequoia, Tiger Global, and Founders Fund also own 49%. Unlike traditional companies, these investors don't have seats on the board. But here's the twist. The profits for investors are capped at about 100 times what they initially put in. Once that limit is hit, OpenAI is supposed to go back to being a non-profit. This unusual setup is designed to keep OpenAI focused on its mission to benefit humanity rather than just chasing profits. In other words, even if OpenAI were generating billions in profits, an investor who initially put in $1 would only be entitled to a maximum of $100 in direct returns. While that's still a substantial gain, it's not the kind of unlimited windfall typically seen in high-growth tech investments. This cap is designed to balance the need for funding with the organization's mission, ensuring that the pursuit of profit doesn't overshadow the broader goal of developing AI for the benefit of humanity. So why didn't Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, take any shares in the company he worked so hard to build? First off, let's not forget, Sam Altman is already worth around $2 billion, thanks to his smart investments in companies like Reddit. He's mentioned in interviews that he's not focused on making more money, which is why he says he chose not to own any shares in OpenAI. But are you buying the story? Is it really just because Altman doesn't need the money and thought it'd be fun not to own shares? We don't think so. There's more to it. Firstly, there are ethical concerns. OpenAI started with donations. If Altman had taken shares when OpenAI shifted to a capped profit model, that would have raised eyebrows and made people wonder if the transition was just a sneaky way for the founder to make money. Reputation at stake. If Sam took shares in OpenAI, people would have started questioning his true motivation. He's the face of AI safety, right? So, imagine the backlash if it seemed like he was more focused on making a profit than fulfilling OpenAI's mission. It could have tarnished both his reputation and OpenAI's, making it seem like they'd veered away from their ethical goals. Next on, legal risks. OpenAI began as a non-profit. If Altman had decided to take shares after it became a for-profit entity, he might have opened himself up to legal trouble. Donors who originally supported OpenAI as a non-profit could have felt duped, accusing him of trying to profit off their goodwill. That could have led to lawsuits and serious accusations of fraud. And lastly, plausible deniability. Here's the clever part. By not owning equity, Altman can dodge any accusations that OpenAI is all about making money for its founders. If anyone criticizes OpenAI for becoming too focused on profit, Altman can say, "Look, I don't make a dime from this." It's a smart move to keep the public narrative in check, reinforcing that OpenAI is all about benefiting humanity. What about proxy companies? Some people speculate that Altman could be benefiting indirectly, perhaps through proxy companies. Given that Y Combinator, where Altman played a key role, is one of OpenAI's investors, it's easy to wonder if there's some hidden connection. But interestingly, Sam holds 0 shares in Y Combinator as well. And let's face it, why would someone as sharp as Sam Altman risk his reputation and lie under oath over something so trivial? By not taking any shares, Altman can stay laser-focused on OpenAI's original mission, making AI that benefits everyone, not just a few wealthy investors. But whatever the case, at least he's got premium access to GPT+ for life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more epic content just like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update, and we'll see you in the next adventure.